Good afternoon and welcome to the Empower Room. We're glad to have you all with us this first engagement for the Empower Room in June. And let's go ahead and get started.
Welcome to the Empower Room for empowering moments with your host, Timothy Hughes. Empowering Moments is brought to you by Empower Media LLC, where we empower you, parents, and the entire community with transformative information to move mind and spirit to a higher state of well-being. So welcome to the Empower Room, and let's get started.
All right, well, welcome to the Empower Room again. This is Empowering Moments with your host, Rip T, known as Timothy Hughes. And we ask that you please like our page, send an emoji, leave a comment, share, and follow us. We do this platform twice a month, every other Sunday at 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we have a variety of different topics and things of that nature that we'll cover. And we're really excited to have our guest that's with us today as we celebrate the class of 2021. There are a lot of outstanding graduates that the Empowering Moments is familiar with and have had relationships with, and just excited to be able to share at least a couple of those persons that are friends of Empower. So we'll look forward to doing that with you here shortly. And the purpose of Empowering Moments is to promote Empower Media LLC by sharing cultural, civic, and inspirational moments with special guests from all over the world. And we're so grateful that we have this platform to be able to do that. And we have been able to do just that with having people come into the Empower Room from all over the world thus far, as we have now been able to engage in this platform for a little over a year now. And it's really been a blessing from the responses that we've been getting, and just excited about what we are going to be embarking on this next year for sure. So Empower Media is a social empowerment entity, and we have been empowering community through digital media, book presentations, also special programs, special engagements for over 25 years. We do have a website, and our website is empowermediallc1.com. As you can see, it's a play on words, and it is spelled MPWR Media LLC1.com. That's MPWR. That's our way of pronouncing Empower Media LLC1.com. So we want to encourage you to please check out our website and learn more about our services and things that we also have available, publications that we have produced over the year as well. We have found and have been getting great comments in regard to our magazine, as well as my first self-published book, In the Blink of an Eye, also, which I'll share with you a little later. All right, so we want to go straight to one of our guests from the class of 2021, and she is none other than Ms. Zawadi, and we're going to keep it on a first name basis for confidentiality's sake, I think is appropriate, and she is with us from Florida.
Hi, hello.
So welcome, Zawadi. How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right, good. So Zawadi is here from Florida, and she is part of the class of 2021. And we're so glad to have her with us in the Empower Room. And I thought it was appropriate for us to celebrate our young people at this time, especially with the complexities of school these days with COVID-19 and all that. So I'm so grateful and gracious that you accepted our invitation to come on board. I've known you since you were yay high, so it's wonderful to see what God has done, and I know your parents are just slap happy that you are now a graduate of 2021 and pursuing further education. So how are you doing? How are you doing right now, Swati?
I'm doing very well. As you know, right now is summer, so I'm getting a little bit of a break, but I'm also working a little bit and,
Okay.
getting a little bit of money before I go off to
Go ahead
college.
and get that change. That's right. Go ahead. That's right.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Right.
So just prepping for college now.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Mhm.
Okay, so how was school during COVID? You know, that's not a question I've asked a lot of students, and I'm so glad that we're having this opportunity because I really wanted to hear, some thoughts from an actual student on how was it. I mean, what was that experience like for you?
Yeah, so COVID, the lockdown started last year, about halfway through my junior year, right after spring break. So from then on, I chose to continue virtual learning even through my senior year. So I was at home learning digitally throughout the entire year, and that was a little difficult because, as you know, first of all, I wasn't able to see my classmates and my friends as often as I wanted to, and
Exactly.
yeah, it's not exactly like we could hang out outside of school either to catch up or anything like that because again, COVID. So we relied a lot on, FaceTime and House Party and other apps that is similar to FaceTime, and that's how we kind of had our connections.
Hmm.
But my senior year was a little difficult also because once again, I wasn't at school, so I wasn't able to participate in things that I was in to the fullest potential. For example, I was in my student government and student council. I wasn't exactly able to be at the school to see things that we planned, events that we planned. I wasn't exactly able to be there if they were during school. And, even if we got to do these events, they weren't exactly how we planned it because, we had to tweak things to COVID and its restrictions. But
Right.
I did try to find the good in the year, and especially now, I'm trying to a little bit make up a little time and hang out with my friends. Not always, but consciously, because I did
Right.
miss an entire year with them. But
Yes.
I personally did like virtual learning, the aspect of being able to control my own schedule and be
Mhm.
able to, get my assignments done when I wanted to, almost just as long as I met a deadline. But once again, I didn't get to be able to see my teachers and my classmates and my friends, and that was very difficult.
Okay, I hear you. I hear you. So then, were you all didn't have prom, right?
We did not. At our school, there were students who did like a student-led prom, but I didn't feel like it was like safe enough to actually attend, so I stayed at home. So there wasn't any official school prom.
Really? Okay. So in the graduation itself, was it virtual or
Oh,
did
we
you
were
have?
fortunate enough to have a physical in-person graduation.
Well,
Of course, seats were spaced out, for the
oh,
graduates. Yes, but I
oh,
was excited to have an in-person graduation.
okay. Okay. How big was your class? You know how many students were in your class?
There are about 420 seniors, specifically in
420.
IB. Yes, specifically in IB, there was about 108. Mm-hmm.
My goodness gracious, that's big. And I'm from St. Louis, and now we're in Texas, and I'm like, we went by high school thinking it was a college football field, but it was a
Mhm.
high school football field. So I'm sure it's probably similar there in Florida. Mind
Yeah.
blowing, I tell you, it
Mhm.
really is. Yep, yep, yep. So, how do you feel after you graduated? How do you feel? Do you feel any different? Do you feel the same, or how?
Um, Actually, myself, I feel about the same. I don't think it's quite hit me yet that I've actually graduated high school.
Okay,
I I I am excited for college. That's one thing that I'm looking forward to, and
mhm.
I think it will actually hit me that I'm no longer like a high schooler when I actually walk on the college campus. But until then, I think my mind is still telling me that I'm gonna go back to my high school next year and see all my
Oh,
friends next year. But
right.
it's something that I would just have to get used to. Going to college.
Understand.
Hmm.
Understand. So you have to transition. You haven't had the mental transition yet.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. All right. All right. So how involved were? Because this is a real, I guess a kind of a passion, I would say, for empowering from previous programs that I've been involved with in St. Louis with Touchdown with my former business partner. We're really strong in parent empowerment. So I was wondering how influential were your parents in your educational process?
Oh, astronomically. They were there for me the entire time, actually
So,
from the very beginning, and specifically with high school. They even got me into the International Bachelorette program, and they were the ones who encouraged me and told me to keep on going, and that I will see the benefits of challenging myself a little more in high school. And I have. I'm going to, first of all, a state school, which is just still mind blowing, and I'm going tuition free. I wouldn't be here without them. I would, yeah, I wouldn't be here
I
without
know your
them.
mom and your dad. I know they don't play. So
Yes,
that's good.
exactly.
That's good. That's good. Oh yeah, that's
Mhm.
all right. That's all right. That's
Yes.
outstanding. So the program again, you said it was called. What would you say the program?
International Bachelorette program.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit more about what that
Oh, yes.
program was?
So this program is a program that is in high schools across the world.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that connects high schools from across the world, and they have this standard of really trying not just finishing high school, but finishing high school to the best potential possible. And that's how I was able to get my Bright Futures scholarship. So, it challenges you in many aspects through academics, extracurriculars, and student involvement. And
Mm-hmm.
it, there's requirements. For example, a foreign language. You have to take foreign language for 4 years, and there's like essays that we have to do. And
Wow.
these things and exams, and these things are sent around the world, and it feels like it connects high school students from around the world, because we're not only learning about high schoolers in our own country, we're not learning about only our own cultures, we're learning about the cultures around the world. And something that I was at first, it's very, very challenging, but it's something that I'm very grateful that I went through, and that my parents were there to support me the entire time.
Awesome, awesome. So you speak other languages?
See, I speak a little bit of Spanish. I took Spanish
Okay.
all 4 years.
Okay.
I'm actually going to continue in college too. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
really like the language and the culture.
That's very very useful. That's very
Mhm.
very good language to know and know how to
Mhm.
speak and understand and all that. That's great. That's great. That
Yes.
is good. 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 So were you able to get college credits through this program too, or it
Oh,
doesn't
yes. Oh, it's
work?
a little bit off because of COVID, we weren't
Mhm.
able to exactly take the IB exams, this abbreviation IB exams.
Mhm.
So we're still trying to figure out a little bit of the credit, because part of getting the credit is taking the exams. Because they were canceled, we weren't able to exactly do that. But I still got college credit through other things, for example, AP classes, advanced placement
Right.
classes. So that's how I was
Right.
able to get some of my credit as well.
So you're going to college as a senior. You'll be a senior when you go to college.
Oh, I'm not exactly sure about that, but I definitely am going prepared and feeling as if I am a senior.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. All right. All right. So, like your future endeavors, what are you planning? What are your plans?
As mentioned numerous times, I am going to Florida State University. I'm going there
Mhm.
to major in international affairs, and I'm also considering to take a minor in marketing.
Okay.
And after that, I don't like to have such a concrete plan of what I'm going to do after college, because then you're going to block yourself off to numerous opportunities. But one thing I am interested in is, the global aspect of many different things, whether it's diplomacy, whether it's international business. That's why I took international affairs. So one thing that I would love to do is maybe become a global director at a company of some sort, because it's just one thing I'm really passionate about.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, you have definitely have an outstanding foundation from your mom and dad. for sure. Joe and Joy, I love them dearly. And I'm so glad that we have been able to see your journey from afar, but we have definitely been close, although we're in different states and all that. We love you guys dearly, and we want to pray, your success, continued success in your educational path and career path and your life and everything. So we love you guys dearly. So thank you so much for coming on. And we wish you the best of luck. And we prayerfully will be able to come visit you guys soon with this COVID subsiding, I hope. Okay?
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you definitely, Zawadi. Thank you so much. And God bless. And tell your parents we said hello, okay?
Of course. Of course.
Okay. All right. Take care. Thanks again.
Yes.
All right. All right. All right, so we had an outstanding interview with a 2021 graduate thus far today, Zawadi from Florida, and I want to thank her so much for coming on with us so we could hear uh, good news. You know, with all that's been going on in our world with COVID and with the political issues and racial issues and all these other issues that we've been bombarded with over these last couple of years. It's good to hear good news, especially from our young people. So I want to thank Zawadi for being on with us from Florida, and she's on a good track. She has an outstanding foundation from her parents guiding her in the direction that I can see her just doing phenomenal things. I'm even seeing possible presidential level type of experiences for her. All right, so that's outstanding. So I want to thank Sawadi for coming on with us today. We do have other graduates that will be coming on to join with us throughout the month. We will have graduates from Missouri coming. We will have graduates from Alabama. We'll have graduates from Mississippi coming on. So we can kind of get a taste of the goodness that is happening in different parts of our country by people that look like us. All right, because I think that the perception is in a lot of cases that we're just not doing anything, but there is so much that is going on in our community, and we have a lot and have contributed a lot to this country and doing a lot still today. And I'm just so grateful to be able to celebrate the young people that are associated with Empower through various aspects of our life, to be able to share with you all and to also give them some appreciation and let them know that there are people that are really excited for their future and want to just continue to congratulate them. And again, hats off to the class of 2021. I know this has had to have been a challenging, not only 1 year, but 2 year school year process for a lot of you that have graduated, those of you all that are still in school as well. We want to be mindful of that. And we want to also lift up the teachers, the educators, the principals, the counselors, the environmental workers, the support staff, the coaches, the bus drivers, everyone that has played a part in the educational system for our young people, especially in this COVID period. Thank you so much for what you have done, and we pray that you are able to prayerfully take a time of rest if this is going into your summer season. I know there's some school districts that have expanded beyond the summer and all that type of thing. So things are just kind of all haphazard around the country in regard to the actual school years. But thank you all so much. God bless you for what you do, and keep doing what you're doing. I was blessed to be a part of that. experience in St. Louis for sure. And, my hats off to you and thank you for all that you do. For sure, all the educators, support staff, and all that are engaged with our young people. Amen. All right, so we want to let you know again about our website, and we want to encourage you to please check out our website so you can learn more about Empower Media LLC. All right, and again, we are empowermediallc1.com. We also have a Twitter page, LLC Empower, and Instagram Empower Media LLC. And you can also phone us at 1-888-970-9557. And you will also be able to find on our website, on our store page, my first publication, In the Blink of an Eye. Is a true out of this world experience that I personally had. So it's like my personal testimony of what happened to me on February 14, 2014, taking my wife out on Valentine's Day. Right, had a sudden death heart attack, and I am here to tell the story. So people that have read this story have really been blessed by this story. It's not, I intentionally did not want it to be a long read, and a lot of people have read it in one setting and have really been blessed. So I want to encourage you, definitely for those that may be going through a time of mourning, a grief, or a sickness, that type of thing. I think this book would definitely be an inspirational blessing to you. So please, it's available on Amazon.com, and you're able to pick it up there. And you can go to our website, go to the store page, and you will be able to actually connect with the Amazon page from our website. So feel free to do that again at our website. All right. And we also, our second publication is the Examiner Quarterly. Again, another play on words. XMNR is our way of saying Examiner Quarterly. This is our second edition, and this has been received very well as well. The cover story for this one was that concerning the Kenyan nonviolence philosophy, and we had the outstanding opportunity to interview these three gentlemen that you see on the front. Dr. Bernard Lafayette, who is one of the civil rights pillars, if you will, that actually worked with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Charles Alpin Sr., also, and Chuck Alpin Jr. All right, and this is just one of the stories that's in this magazine that is available to you also on our website. If you like to order that, you're able to order that on our website, and we'll definitely get it mailed out to you. And we're also happy to announce that it is available in e-version as well. The second issue is available in e-version on our Patreon page, which we have launched this week. And we will provide more information for that. But you're more than welcome if you go to Patreon and then put in Empower Media LLC. That will take you to our Patreon page, and we have two tiers that are available that we're looking to promote our Empower Media to be able to do presentations, to further outreach in the social environment, if you will, social empowerment areas, not only here in Texas, but in St. Louis and other parts of the country as well. So please feel free to check it out. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave us a comment, tag us, share this information with a friend. We look forward to coming back on in a couple of weeks, and we'll have a few more graduates that we want to spotlight in the Empower Room next week. And we thank you all for your support thus far, and it's just been great to have this platform, and pray that it has been a blessing to you as it's been a blessing to us. All right, so that ends the show for today, and we're so grateful again for you being a part of the empowering moments with us today, and pray that you were inspired and felt the wonderful positive vibes that we felt with talking to Zawadi, one of the 2021 high school graduates there in Florida, and a dear friend of Empower. So thank you all so much. All right, so we thank you, and you have a blessed rest of the week. And remember, our motto is to do something. With all that's going on, you can find one thing to do for sure to help make a difference for someone else. All right, God bless.
Thank you for joining us in the Empower Room. Hope you have received some impactful information. Please like or leave a comment. See you next